Good morning to you. Good morning to me. We're going to have a good day, even though I am exhausted. Truly. Today is currently my day 3 working at the hospital inpatient unit as a fieldwork level 2 OTA student. We're going to start off our day, of course, getting into our face. Y'all know the drill. Getting our face routine, dress, and we heading out the door. Okay? So y'all already know the drill. Um, Thank you guys so much who have subscribed, liked, shared, commented. I will be getting back to you guys and yeah, all that good thing. So yeah, we're gonna get ready and I'll see y'all in a little bit because I gotta kind of get a move on it. All right, all right. Yeah, one thing about transitioning into fieldwork level 2, just a quick thing, you gotta be prepared for adjusting to the time, setting a set routine daily schedule while keeping a well life balance. Life is going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be challenging, but you just got to figure out a way. Like right now, I'm in a figuring it out stage. Like, okay, girl, you got to do your fieldwork level 2. You got to study for, upcoming tests or the big test, the state board test, but you got to find your balance because I'm not going to lie, y'all. And plus, for me, I added on top of it, so I gotta definitely find my balance. But it ain't nothing I can handle. It's not. It's nothing that It's nothing too crazy for me because I kind of like. I don't know. I think I'm crazy. Like I like being like that productive, but I do like having my little me time. So I'm gonna just find my way how to make sure I'm getting my work done, but I'm keeping my sanity. I'm getting my work done, but I'm keeping my sanity. That's what I need to make sure I'm doing because I will work, 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 work. But yeah, just a little tip. By the way, where y'all from? Like, where are my followers from? That's another thing I want y'all to leave down in the comments. Shout out y'all area. You know, I'm always interested to know. So if you're comfortable with that, make sure you leave that down or DM me. I would love to know. Okay, teeth feeling fresh, face feeling fresh. Now we're gonna get dressed. Arrival time was at 5:45. It is always better to be as early as you can be. I go up the elevator to the OT office where I will be sitting down and logging into the computer where I will be looking over the schedule. You will always want to be prepared whenever you get a new patient. So you want to look over the patient's history, the reason that they're here, their barriers that they may be facing, any precautions that you need to be taking when doing any transferring or bad mobility. And on the flip side, if you work with the patient prior before, you want to take a look back to any progression that the patient may have had. Because it's so early in the morning, you want to make sure that you're doing self-care activities first thing first because you want to motivate the patient to get back into their regular morning routine. Y'all, I just left. I just got done doing 4 patients. One of them was a COVID patient, so I literally just wrapped up that session, and now took me a little quick break, a water break, about to use the bathroom, and about to go to my next patient, and then after that I will have lunchtime. So hopefully we can have some time to chit chat. If not, I'll do my end of day video for you guys. Around 12 o'clock is our typical lunch and break time, and I went downstairs. I sat down outside just to take a quick fresh of breath air and recalculate myself, gather my thoughts, and eat my lunch. Me time is definitely important, making sure that you're taking your rest breaks as well. It is just as important as your patients. Unfortunately, my CI had two refusals today. Refusals are just basically the patient denying therapy. So, because of that, we had a bit of extra time. She gave me a quick tour around the gym that we use, and I thought it would be cool to show you guys. We are back. Okay? We are back. Hey babe, welcome back to my crazy, crazy, crazy life, okay? But no, I literally just got back home from my shift at the hospital. It was a pretty long day, but a great, great day because of the fact that my CI was just spreading her knowledge, her wisdom in the field, and just really, teaching me her gems and dropping them on me. Let's see. So today we had a total of, well, really, it was supposed to be a total of 6 patients, but we had 2 refusals today. So our schedule got kind of free. So my CI just, was teaching me, showing me more around the facility, where things were, the purpose of things, codes, the note system they use, everything like that. So it was a pretty informative day, I can say the least. I definitely learned a lot today when it comes to energy conservation. You guys will learn that in school. So basically what that is just allowing the patient to, teaching the patient how to monitor their breathing, making sure that they are taking the necessary precautions to say, hey, if I'm not feeling my best, I'm going to just sit here for a while, or I'm going to just stand still for a while, and just being aware of that, because a lot of elders, unfortunately, they have falls. So it's a lot of fall risk elders out there. So, and that is honestly due to the fact that they don't know how to properly conserve their energy, or they're not aware of their surroundings, or they can have peripheral neuropathy, which is they have numbness in the area, so they can't sense things with their feet, or it's a lot. So just being aware of that. So that was definitely eye-opening to me, because, in the hospital, I see a lot of fall risk. Like, I'm starting to see a lot of fall risk patients. Today, we pretty much did the simple standard ADLs. You're bathing. Well, we didn't have a shower today. It was just basically dressing lower, upper body, just regular, getting them ready, getting them clean for today. One highlight of the day is I actually got a chance to transport a patient by myself, of course, with the supervision of my CI. So I did a wheelchair to toilet transfer, and I also helped. I was also assisting in a therapeutic activity that one of the patients did today, and getting them to sit, have a good sitting tolerance, dynamic balance, and they were just doing an activity that allowed them to cross from midline. I'll dive in. I think I should do like a treatment interventions type of video, like, give y'all the rundown on that. But yeah, I got a chance to participate in that from a patient who does have a hip fracture. So that's pretty good. And I'm trying to think of anything else. But yeah, I think my CI is leading me into becoming more independent. Just when it comes to setting up the patient's room, making sure that everything is properly placed and out of the way, making sure that the patient is, stabilized. I got the chance to actually, what is called in the OT world, is called contact guard, and you basically just making sure that you're wrapping your hands around the patient's gait belt, you're walking with them, and pivoting them or sending them down where they need to sit. Yeah, so I guess honestly, guys, I'm just learning a lot. Like, I'm soaking it all in. It was funny because after every shift, my CI would say, do you have any questions? Do you have any concerns? Anything you want, to just get off your mind. And I was telling her today, I don't have any questions right now, but I'm letting you know that I am soaking everything in. I'm not missing a beat. I thanked her, and because she doesn't have to, set the time out for me, It's like, and I just want to say thank her for giving me her knowledge, for being open with me, because I could have had a mean CI, I could have had a CI that just say, hey, get out my way, or hey, it's up to you to figure it out. So I appreciate her for, taking her time with me step by step. So yeah, I am getting more confident though, you guys. I'm getting more confident in making my way around the room. The one thing about working in a hospital though, I think the most challenging thing is maneuvering in the room, like moving things out your way, because you're working in such a tight space. It's kind of hard to, do everything you need to do, but you got to make a way regardless. So maneuvering things around the room, and transferring the patients safely. Like, I think that's the most difficult thing when it comes to working in this type of setting. So, but it's doable. It takes time. One thing for sure that I want to make sure I have is the confidence when stepping into the field and developing that poised type of demeanor, and establish a good rapport with my patients, because gaining the patient's trust is going to be the number one key, because these patients are scared. These patients are, most of them came from a traumatic type of experience, a traumatic injury. Most of these, all of these patients in this facility setting, all of these patients are, have their own issues going on, and they don't really trust, and they're scared. They're scared that they don't want to backtrack. They just scared that they don't want to backtrack. They want to go home. They want to go home to their families. They miss their kids, whatever the case may be. Like, they want to go home. So you just have to go in there with a game plan and, build that trust and work hard with them and motivate them. You got to motivate them to get out of bed. So I wanted to end this video off with answering a question from one of my lovely subscribers. Hey, how you doing, boo? So I'm gonna pop it on here, and if you didn't watch my last vlog, make sure you watch it, please, and thank you. So she asked me, did you do anything to make sure you were prepared for the setting? Any refreshers? So that's a great, phenomenal question. What I did was basically, I looked through, okay, when it comes to working in the hospital, I'm going to tell you one thing. You need to make sure you know your Atlas cognitive levels, your Ranchos levels. You also want to make sure you know your hip precautions, what the patients can do, which is going past 90 degrees. They cannot cross their legs, and they cannot point their toes inverted like this. So making sure you know your precautions, because you do not want your patients to go backwards, always forwards. I would look up my range of motions, figuring out what the patients can and cannot do. I would say another thing is looking up the, different diagnosis symptoms, what the patients may be experiencing after a stroke, or what does CVA patients, deal with, or, things like that. So yes, I definitely looked up hip precautions, Rancho, Alice cognitive level, and just the diagnosis symptoms. That's what I refreshed myself on, and I highly, highly suggest it. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give me a big follow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.